Big box on the porch today. That's right, pilots. And if you can't see the big red letter and tape, it's a Dynam. Let's see what we got. Put my eyes on. Ordered this plane from GeneralHobbies.com. And this time, instead of calling John, I usually would call John and tell him, you know, get all the information on it. And, well, instead of calling him, I went ahead and just used the website. And they got it to me. I ordered it on the 18th, no, 19th, excuse me. I ordered it on the 19th, and that was like on a Friday, so they didn't give me a shipping notice till like Monday or Tuesday, I think it was, something like that, of the following week. And then I got it today. Week and 2 days later. So, I mean, pilots, General Hobbies has been good to me. I've probably bought maybe, I'd say eight planes from them, a couple of jets. Mostly the LX model jets, but the planes, some of the planes was Dynam, some of them was other models. Didn't see no damage to the box. Now, pilots, this is a pretty old model here now. This model's been around for 10 years. And this should be the version 2. See, they even got the picture. Heck, this one might be red. I ordered a yellow one, but you never know when it's a version 2. I mean, there we go. Supposed to come with floats and be in this yellow scheme, yellow and white scheme. All right. There's nothing marked there. I don't think 5 channels, because the version 2 is supposed to have flaps now, but it doesn't have retract, so you still only need 5. Of course, it's outdoor. You got 2.4 gigawatts. You got LiPo battery, EPO, ESC brushless, and a motor brushless. And let's see, it says here you're getting 10 minutes flight, and it calls for a 4-cell 2200. And I've got some Dynam batteries that I use in Dynam planes, just because they're Dynam. But that don't mean nothing. It got a little big, yeah. But hey, it charged, and I've used them again many times. So this is a new one here that came out, and it's a beautiful plane. Big tires on it. This one here has got smaller tires, but these are timber, E-flat timber. We're gonna see what I can do. If them don't work, I ordered the carbon 1300 millimeter carbon cup. All right, now this is gonna go on this plane. Okay, I ordered them off eBay, but I had a friend tell me that if you go to the site, you can order the Old World War I props, Old World War II props, all different type. But it escapes me right now. I can't remember what that website was. Aviator, if you're out there watching, write that down. Give a link or something if you can on that, because I'm going to be checking that out, because I love these wooden props on my civilian planes. And if I can get some wooden props put on them warbirds, oh God. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Now usually, which I wanted to mention also, but I've watched about 3 to 4 different videos on the unboxing of this plane, and every one of them has been packed differently. So let's see which one I got. Who worked today when they packed this one? Was it Juan or was it Han? I ought to be ashamed, I'm sorry. Come on, ice cream. Come Okay. Now this is usually the way Dynam ships their stuff. They'll put them in boxes so they won't be moving around. And keep things, you know, fairly wrapped good. Most of them's in their own individual bags. But we're gonna get this out because this has got the wings in it, and I want to see if this thing's got flaps. Uh-oh, my box fell down over it. I'm a terrible constructor. Now we've got an open end box they put down. Nitro planes. How you doing, guys? Hope you hang in there and maybe make a big comeback. But he was telling me how they had the open end box with just tape holding them in there like that. So he didn't really worry about this tape like I do. I get that tape out of there. I don't care. I don't want no tape near my plane unless I'm putting it on. I'm gonna cut my servo lead. Now this plane has LEDs, pilots. It has LEDs. And like I said, this plane is 10 years old with maybe a version 2 come out about maybe a year or two ago. Look at there. All nicely individually bagged. Got just a little bit of, I can see it already. If you can't see the yellow coming out right here, and you can see it right here, but I think most of this is covered. It ain't. I mean, it's no deal breaker. And look at there. Look here. Look here. Flaps. And look at those barn door hinges. Okay, let's cut the bag. Let's cut the bag. Cut the bag. Open the bag. Where's my big bag? So this is the version 2. It's just got the old scheme on it, which I like better. I like the red. Man, I got 4 or 5 red planes. Want something different. That's me. Want something different all the time. All the time. Look at that LED there. Now, pilots, Dynam LEDs, if you can see the bulb in there, they still use those smaller bulbs. And if you notice that it's not, you can't really tell what color it is. And then we got the landing light. Let's get her, give it a haircut. But I have actually seen pilots where this might be a green light. That might be a red light, you know, and be on the right wing instead of the left wing, you know. So you just got to check those things. But man, that's pretty good. I mean, look at that foam. I don't feel not one of those mold injection spots nowhere. Now I was gonna paint this silver. I'll tell you the truth, I was gonna paint it silver. And I said no. This is an original plane, this is original scheme. And I kinda just like it. I like the old blue and yellow. And since the LA Rams has won the Super Bowl this year, why not, you know? Might put a year on it, something, you know, the year the LA Rams won the Super Bowl. Now look at the way this flat rod here, I mean something good, I ain't turning the light on. This flat rod here goes up underneath that hinge and operates. Note that. Look at the little slight bend in the rod. That's pretty cool, ain't it, pilots? Yeah, that looks like something LX would come up with. Ooh, we got a good hard point for our strut mount. Hidden, good. I mean, they ain't got no tape on the wires, but can you see that wire? It's hard to see that wire. And that's the reason, see the yellow wire? That's the reason I put my black lead up, pilots. I put my black lead up. Sometimes it camouflages better. That is looking good, a little dirty. Looks like Juan needed to wash his hands. Oh, okay. Oop, oop, oop. I see something here. I see something. I see something. Juan? Dadgummit, Juan? Let me show you this first. Where I was showing you that rod that goes up underneath. One. I'm just kidding, Pops. Don't take me seriously. Forgive me. I didn't show you the leads on the other wing, so we got a lot of markings here. We got flaps. We got ailerons. We got an F on there for flaps. And then we got the two LED lights, two separate ones. I usually just kind of teed them in, but they got them on separate ones this time. All right, now Dynam has a deal with these servos that you can look. I mean, you can look right through it. I mean, it's just clear. I think it's cool. But that flap's loose. Now this one doesn't have that little, you know, it's got the regular callus and just a 90 or, you know, elbow bend in it there in the aileron. But that shape, that shape, that wing looks in good shape. Still just a little bleed through up here, but I'm sure that goes all the way up under that fuselage, all the way up to that line there, I'm sure. But I gotta get my flapper tightened. Nice, nice, very nice. Very nice. Very nice condition. I'm surprised. Being this old of a model, and where I got it from, you know, but very nice. Thanks, John, so far. All right. We got another big box here. I didn't want to come open there. He said, no, don't let me out. We got a lot of stuff in here. Okay. All right, we got a big bag. We got a big bag here. All right, now all these little doodads here mean something. I wanted to see the size of them tires. Everybody said they looked like about 3 inches. Looks about 3 inches to me. Uh-oh, I see a little indentation there on that one. But that's okay. There's gonna be a lot more of them on it. See it right there? So this is foam covering an aluminum support. It screws into the side of the fuselage. Now this one's in good shape here. Look at that wheel. Like I said, it's about 3 inches. I wanted to see how this little nut right here comes on and off, and I wanted to see what this was. And it looks like it's just a screw, and they've got a nut on the inside to lock the screw and a nut on the outside to lock. So it's looking thin. It's looking thin. The rim is thin. See, the rim is thin, not the tire. Not looking at the tire, looking at my rim. And I don't know, Pops. I might have to come up with another axle a little bit longer, put them bush tires on it. Might have to do that. Might have to do that. Okay, there's our landing gear, our fixed landing gear. Wing struts is pretty much the same deal. They got the foam covering a piece of aluminum. You got your aluminum inside there. It's on the back side there. Not bad. Not bad. Got good support on each end there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Another little dention. Oh goodness. Come on. I ain't worried about stuff like that, pilots, because my planes, the planes that I fly, much worse than that. I was telling some guys, they'd asked me, says, Eric, how come you don't weather your planes? Papa Boozer put the rivets on them, and he'll, and Wes do the weather, makes it look cool. I said, well, when I get enough fly time on them, they'll be weathered. Don't worry. All right, we got two smaller. Hey, this one's, well, actually, no, it's not. They all the same length. I thought one was longer than the other one. But yeah, they all the same length. But two of them goes into the floats, and I see two bored holes in those two. Note the hole. Now, can you imagine that, pilots? Now, you know that's carbon fiber. And I've worked with fiberglass, carbon fiber, and that ain't fun getting in your skin. Oh my God. And it's got a hole in that one. So evidently these two go into the floats. And the holeless goes in the wings. Yes. All right, we also have the float supports. You have the back side. Now one of the servo leads to the rudder is going to be run up through here or something other, you know. That's the way I'm going to do it anyway. You know, we got that one looks short, and then we got one that's got two on it here. It looks a little bit longer instead of just 1 point. And then this one's got two up there and two down here. So they got one of each. So good. I mean, two of each. So good. I got all them parts. Okay, what's next? Let's get a little bag. Let's get a little bag. Little bag. Uh-oh, I see something that somebody else didn't, in their unboxings, didn't have. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna get these little doodads right here. Now these were kind of like ventral fins that you add to your tail, your horizontal. Creates more stability. Got a slight angle to them. Trying to get it there where you can see that slight angle. So evidently we want to be, you know, if you got it looks like the base has got a different set of holes. Maybe that fits down into the mount. A beautiful silver spinner. I'm not doing nothing to that, pilots. I'm leaving that like it is. Beautiful. All right, we got an LED that you got to put on the top. Now, Dynam gives you a strobing controller, like a you know, a driver, LED driver. Now, if this one does not strobe, I'm going to be taking it out and put one of my strobings in it, because I'm not going to have to use that driver. I'm going to put, now this is a big bulb here. Note the big bulb. They put a big bulb in there. But I'm going to take this one out where it already strobe, and then I'm going to replace the wing tips, pilots, with my FMS bulbs and my landing gear. And I use the smaller bulbs, pilots, that Dynam uses in cockpits to light the cockpits up and stuff, because they're not as bright. The pilot can see. All right, this is what I want to show you right here. Look here. Now, I don't know if any of the instruction might have anything about that, but those are the, you know, those are the wing cables. And I love that stuff. I love that kind of stuff. Alright. We got a bag of screws here with an Allen wrench in it. But that Allen wrench fits that tail wheel hex nut screw screws. Maybe all these screws here. I see 2, 3. Yeah, these 4 long ones are not in there. That might be this tail assembly bag. And then we got a prop hub there, you know, collar. We got our tail wheel, which is very small. Might have to do something about that. I like the way Dynam makes their, let me show you this if I can without taking it. Note the strut here. Alright, if you can see it, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to show you this because you might do this one day yourself. Now, let me get that other wheel. What did I do with it? There it is. Okay. Oh goodness, I got somebody knocking at the door. You got that wheel, you got this wheel, and you got a Dynam wheel, okay? But you've got to make sure that you've got clearance in that bend right there. See the bend? So you lay your tire up there and you see if it won't touch that bend up there. If it don't, you can work with it. Now Dynam gives you a lot of area there. Let me go check the door real quick. Good God, I can't believe this. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Get out of this house. Apollo, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Get out of this house. Cats. Could have my transmission sold though, fellas. Could have a transmission sold. Alright. I'm sorry about that. Here's our prop. One prop now. One of the unboxings said that was strange that they only gave him one prop, but you know, that's better than nothing. And look at me. Yep, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that. Unless they had to put those bushings in this one. But note the hole, the shaft size and the shaft size. Now this is for an electric, supposed to be for an electric. So I mean, and it's a 13, let me get it in a shot there, 13 by 6, and this one Let me get any shot here. See if I can get the light to shine on it. That one's 13.6, right? At least that's what the guy said. No, it just says Dynam. Oh, here's the numbers over here. Oh goodness. What in the world is Dynam right down there? Yeah, here it is, 13/6. Goodness gracious. They got it right here on this side. I mean, you can just barely read it if you can see it. I was looking over here at this side where they got all kind of numbers over here. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Okay. We got 2 floats. We got 2 floats. And bubble wrap. And bubble wrap. We're gonna look at this one first. This one's got the servo in it for the rudder. Here's our rudder assembly there. We got one rod that crosses over to the other float that has the rudder assembly on it that you hook it to. But there's a servo. Note that they've covered it up now. The older ones had the servo just sticking up. Just the top of it was sticking up there. And I know it was getting wet. You know it is. But they've changed that, looks like, and they've even put some kind of a plastic covering over the whole unit here. Yeah. 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 I hope I can get that out of there. Got 2, mister. Yeah, that's got to come out of there. But we got a full plastic body on the bottom, all the way from one end to the other. It stops right there anyway. It's got a splash fin that you put on the inside so that it won't really throw water all up on your fuselage too bad. Good hard points. Oh my goodness gracious. There's where you put your screw in. There's where you put your carbon rod in. Both ends. Big mounts. Big mounts. Then we got the other one. Has the rudder assembly on the end of it. That's where you hook it up. Plastic bottom. Always, all the way over. It got that fin too. Yep, it's got the fin. No damage on the fin. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. We got some horizontal and vertical. Horizontal and vertical. Well, here's that driver I was talking about. That's their, that's the, they've even given me a wire harness. I'll show you that too. That's the driver. I think like 3 of them is strobing, and then the other 2 that's wired together is just single. I mean, solid. They stay solid. I'm dropping the stuff all over the place. Now this looks like a wire harness for all your LEDs to plug into. Now I got one of them one time before, but it's got this weird plug here on the end. It's got 4 leads to it, so you know it might go into that driver unit in the back to add more light channels, you know, light ports. Got some wire harnesses. That's what it was I was dropping. 2 wire harnesses for flaps and ailerons, maybe. Ooh, actually we got 3. Got 3 of them. 3 wire harnesses. Okay. Like I said before, I was thinking about painting this. I was gonna make the white silver. That's pretty much all I was gonna leave the blue and white on there, but I was just gonna make the white silver. Good hard points here. Let me see if they glued them in right. If they glued them in straight, you got a good shot. You got a chance. But if they crooked, you might as well just pull it out and re-glue it yourself. That's not too bad. Exercise their surfaces. Paint job not bad at all. I don't see no bleed line on that side. I don't see none on that side neither. Nice. I see a couple little mold injection places here, right here. But that's cool. That's cool. Oh yeah. not too shabby. All right, we got a horizontal sitting here. We got a joiner rod there. You got to mount your horn. Let's see if I can find those. Yeah, here they are over here. There are your holes you mount your horn on. Now we want to exercise our surfaces. Exercise our surfaces. Got a carbon rod going through it right there. We got tongue these are like, you put them in the hole where you can't misalign it. Put them in. Alright, and right here is where you mount your vertical or ventral fins, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what you call the ones that you put on the tail like that. Yeah, it's not a mark on it. Not a mark on it. Just had a little indentation on the wing there, a couple places. That's all I've seen so far. Okay, now Dynam instructions. Now they don't really tell you a lot, but it kind of just gives you an idea. And if you built a couple of models, maybe 5, you won't have no problem. You won't have no problem. Now this right here is like a sheet on the ESC, which just, you know, because the ESC is coming out. I don't like Dynam ESCs. I'll tell you straight up. I just don't like them. And anyway, I'm going to be getting a Hobby King reversible 60 amp ESC as soon as Hobby King gets it in stock. Holy crying out loud. For the love of RC, what we got to do to wait on something. Okay, we got a CG mark, and we've got places to put decals. Here's our CG. I was looking at the decals. Decal positions, CG, and then, like I said, you just got a pictures there of something that you might have to look at or do. See, and the parts list up here, screws and everything tells you what the size screws is. We got throws, and you know, it tells you, let me see what it's saying right there. Just telling you where to hook, what to hook in the receiver, and where to put your battery. Nothing on that side. That's your notepad there. Okay, this is what we gotta do here. Well, I ain't doing. All right, we got some decals, some decals. Nice yellow stripes there. This one will go on your fuselage here. These smaller ones like this one will go on the floats. Well, no, wait a minute. That's one of the big ones for the fuselage there. These shorter ones down here goes on the floats down here. That goes on the tail, but I'm not going to put that on there. I'll put them numbers on it though, or you know, call letters. I'm not going to be putting Dynam RC on them, I'll tell you that much. Yep. Stick on, and they stick pretty good, pilots. Once you get it on there, it's on there. But if it's got like a little wrinkle or something like that, and it's tough to get out of these because they're so thick. The thickness of the decal is it's real stiff. Okay, here we go. Let's get the big boy out. We got fuselage. And one of the unboxings there had some glue all over the front window. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Come on. Come on, one. Do me right. Everything's looking good so far. Another guy had a little, where the seam was glued together right up through here. I'll show you when I get it out. It was loose. He had to put some more glue in it. But just, I mean, I'm telling you this to point out things that you know, a lot of the pilots out there, RC pilots, you know, they don't really care too much about an unboxing video. But to me, it kind of lets you, you know, what to expect. Don't freak out because of this. Don't go crazy because of that. What have I done with my blade? With all of them, pilots, all of them, free wing, FMS, Durafly, LX, they all got their little things, you know, and maybe one wasn't feeling good that day. He didn't put something on right. She didn't paint that panel there straight. You know, I'm pretty sure, I know I'm at work. I was at work today. Lord have mercy, I got done sanding that Mercedes-Benz van. Big industrial freaking work van. I wore slap out at 2:30. I took early break. Yeah. I was hurting. So, you know, we all have our bad days. Nice plastic. This is all plastic here in front. Motor. Note the shaft not being dead center. See, you know, they give you that little torque help. Torque roll. It looks like that glass ain't got a mark on it there, because this might be a name for FPV. I'll pilot from Just Enough RC. I'm gonna take my Sharpie, real sharp detail pen, and go down those panel lines there. See them there? And that kind of brings that door jamb out a little bit. Nice clear windows. Nice big area inside here now. I hope that wing goes on and off pretty good, because I'm gonna have to come in here and plug my battery up to my camera and the FPV system. So what I could do is find out, here's our battery tray down here. I was looking at one of the videos and the guy opened the battery tray up and I said, that's right over the pilot. That is right over the pilot. So you stuff your battery up in this hole, way up in that way, okay? But that's right back here in the back, right here at this flat, is where the pilot's gonna be bolted if you put a pilot in it, okay? So if my pilot's gonna be right there, then I could drill a hole, bring the battery lead through that hole, and plug the battery up to it in here, instead of having to do it in here. Because my Cub that I was showing you earlier, and I've been having videos on, the battery lead is it's only about 3 or 4, at the most 4 inches long, and you know, you gotta reach down in there and plug that battery up. So I thought about drilling a hole in it and bringing it through the battery tray in the bottom and see if I could put my battery down here next to the flight battery. I'm gonna try that. Because once your pilot's in there, I mean, if you want to take it out and put it in the other ones, you just got to think about that when you're buying the plane. Okay, how can I do this and make it simple to get that pilot in and out of that plane? But man, this thing is in immaculate shape, pilots. Immaculate shape. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I know what that is. That's the mounts for something there. That's got to be what something goes there. You got some kind of a, see it right here? See, there's a hole, but it goes all the way through and comes out on this side. There's just a little bit in that hole right there. So maybe something got shoved through it right there, maybe. But if you look inside here, you'll see where these support mounts are mounted. You can see the black carbon rod going across right here, connecting those two mounts. They thought about something there, didn't they? But I'm gonna look on the box. I'm gonna tell you what the motor size is, and I don't see any kind of separating from the body here. We got a control rods there. Man, this thing's in great shape. There are 2 holes there for the screws to mount the horizontal and vertical. Then we got our mount for our tail wheel. And we got exit for our air to cool ESC and motor. I believe it's got a 45 in it. Look at it. See if you can see it. They got 2 sets of tape on it to put it somewhere, but it come off. Oh, can you believe it? It ain't got it right on there. Oh, here it is. 50 amp. Got 50 amp on. I'm trying to get it up there. I got 50 amp. But it's them Skylords, and for some reason, pilots, I just can't do it. I just don't like them. I don't feel good about it. It's not comfortable. Oh, got a little spludge in the paint there. Got a little spludge in the paint. See it right here? See the light spot in the paint there? I live with that. I figured there'd be some glare off of this cow, and I'd be painting that kind of a flat black anyway. But that's in good shape. Good shape. Good shape. Now this is 1500 millimeter on the box. 1500 millimeters. $1,500 for sale. What's the KV there? What's the KV? I'm reading it backwards here, looking at the phone. 650 kV. 650 kV. Now, it doesn't say digital servos. I don't believe they're metal neither. But floats and all. There we go, Dynam. Now, I've seen this plane here also on General Hobbies if you want the red one. There's what we got. All right, pilots. There's our Dynam 1500 millimeter Beaver. Take it easy. I'm out.